Wildcats for the
You are looking live at the Wildcats Den here at Hazen Union High School. Doubleheader action today. We saw the girls win over Hardwick earlier. Now the boys taking the floor against the Montpelier Solons. Thank you. Oh, that's yours. Sorry. Sorry. I thought it had slipped off. All right, but Montpelier with control of the tip. Try and match up names and numbers for everybody. This should be a barn burner, folks. Should be a great game. Montpelier, 5-time defending Division II champion. Come in with a record of 9-7. First shot off. Sullivan over to Jameson. Jameson Lamarre had a career high 31 points the other night. Opens up the scoring with a field goal of his own. Underneath, wide open. That's Alex Weinstein. Knocks things up at 2. Lamarre off on that shot again, trying to get a tie up underneath. We're gonna have a jump ball, possession arrow. We'll give the ball to Montpelier. Lance Hall with the call for HCTV Channel 1080 on your cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Michael on tech, Lance McKenzie on camera. Lincoln Hill, short. Weinstein with the rebound. Pass over. Three-pointer. It's almost dropped for Sterling Prue. Over here in the corner, Lincoln Hill goes inside, puts up a short shot. Lincoln Hill. 4-2 Hazen, 6:25 left to go here in the first, just getting underway. Cats come in with a record of 13-4, Montpelier 10-7. Once again, Montpelier D2. Off the glass. That was Stone Poor making that shot. Knotting things up at 4 here. Jameson Lamarre with Sterling Prue on him. Here's Sullivan. Dishes over. Hill wide open for the 3. Short. Michaud got a hand on it. Sully corrals it in. Lamarre wants to go inside. Gets it taken away from him by Haley. Haley coming back, throws up an off-balance shot, doesn't go. Here comes Lamarre. Jameson turns, short jumper. Jameson Lamarre. Three-pointer. That one by Stone Poor. Solons up 1, 7-6, 5:04 left to go here in the first. Here's Sullivan Laflam going inside, blocked out by Poor. He's on the inbounds underneath their own hoop. Morgan Michaud on the inbounds. Drops it in, Gann back to Hill, over to Lamarre. Here's Hill. Switches off. Sullivan wants to drive. Nope. Going to pass it back out. Lamarre going to take a jumper. Jameson Lamarre, the pistol, firing on all cylinders today. He's got 6 of Hazen's 8 points. Lincoln Hill with the other one. Sterling Prue with Hill on him. Gets it over. Long three-pointer. Taken by Weinstein. Doesn't go. Sullivan. Cross court, led Lincoln a little too far on that one. Looking to open him up in his sweet spot over here in the corner. Seen him nail a lot of threes. 8-7 your score, Hazen by 1. Three-pointer. Finally spins down. I thought it was going to go down, then I thought it was going to pop out. Caden Haley with his first points of the game. Puts the Solons up 2. That one tipped away by Haley. All right, we've got Caden Anderson Hall and Keegan Rossi checking in. Haley and Holloway take a break. Lamarre in. Gann inside. Sullivan turn. Fakes. Couldn't quite get it to drop. Battle for the rebound. Sullivan grabs it back off the glass. Sullivan Laflam. Brings his lunchbox with him. He's working. On the outside, there's Poor. Over to Anderson Hall. Weinstein. This is Poor. Prue. Top of the key. Looking for somewhere to go. Weinstein drops it down to Anderson Hall. There's a shot taken by Rossi that's off. Hazen will get possession with 3:18 left to go here in the first. 10-10 your score. Hazen right now 3rd in Division III, so this is a big game. Extra points to beat a D2 school, so. Sullivan has that one roll off. Randolph in first place at 4.22. Winooski second, 3.91. Hazen 3.88. Windsor 3.79. Top 4 in D3 standings, so. Huge game for the Cats. That one doesn't go. Rebound Lamarre. We'll have 2 more games of their regular season taken away by Poor. Lamarre with him. They're going to get Poor 2 shots. Foul called on Lamarre. Greg Hartman with the call. Aaron doesn't care for the call, but it's going to stand. Jeff Blanchard and Robert Woodward are other referees. Boys have a home game against Spalding on Monday. That'll be the boys' senior night. Poor good on his first free throw. 6 points for Stone Poor. And then they'll wind up the season, I believe it's on the 26th down at U32, so they'll finish the season on the road. But U32, I think both teams are D2 if I believe. Poor. I know U32 is, Spalding's got to be. Taken away by Anderson Hall, knocked away that is. Hazen retains possession. Michaud on the inbounds. Solons up 12-10, 2:34 left in the first. Back Lamarre. Michaud, hands off. Lamarre fights his way around the corner. Cross court. I was going to say that was a dangerous pass. Anderson Hall got a hand on it. Luckily didn't intercept it. Michaud. Back to Lamarre. Sullivan gets a point. Nick wanted to travel on that. I think he kind of went up and down right in front of Woodward. Aaron wanted a foul. Funny play. In and out for Anderson Hall. Score knotted at 12, 150 left, a fast-paced first quarter that is. Lamar's been red hot, 8 points. Rossi on the outside. Wheels and deals. Winter Holloway is going to check back in. Keegan Rossi. No, not Keegan. Kobe Sterling Prue comes out. All right. Poor back to Anderson Hall over here in the corner. That was Rossi. And these guys pass fast. Turn around, wide open in the middle. Wide open in the middle was Winter Holloway. Easy shot. Gann tried to go up against Weinstein. Poor fadeaway. Doesn't go. Rebound Michaud. Comes Lamarre, 55 seconds. Have to go in the first. Drops it under, stuffed down. Weinstein, Ethan tried to go up, Weinstein went right there. They end up calling a jump ball. Possession arrow gives the ball to Montpelier. That was a pretty firm rejection. Not in my house. Kind of. All right, here's Rossi. Nice pass back. Poor wide open for three. Beautiful play. 2 threes for Stone Poor. 10 points. He's a junior. Solons up 3. 25 seconds left to play here in the first. Kobe Smith drops over Lamarre. Is he going to hang? He's going to hang. Doesn't get it. Lamarre's going to come back. 15 seconds. Plenty of time. Lincoln Hill. Here's Kobe. Hill, 5 seconds. Hill dribbles into the double team, draws a foul. Hill will go to the line shooting 2 with 3.7 left. Foul was called on Caden Anderson Hall. First shot good for Lincoln Hill. Hill's second shot good. 1 point lead for the Solons, 3.5 left. Rossi's going to take a long three. It's going to go off the ceiling, so that'll be out of bounds. That'll end the first quarter with the Solons leading by 1, 17-16 here at the Den. You are watching on HCTV channel 1080, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Read about this game in the next edition of the Hardwick Gazette, your community-owned newspaper. Catch up on any Hazen sports action you missed on our YouTube page, Games Post next day. Our sponsors today, Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, gmtcc.lsd.org, jumpstart your future. The Village Restaurant, 472-5701, open daily, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Burdock Acres, 274-9237, a locally owned cut flower farm and full-service florist. Find them on the web at www.burdockacres.com. Hardwick House of Pizza, 472-3380. Calderwood Insurance, www.calderwoodins.com, offering outstanding service and protection since 1979. Buffalo Mountain Power Sports, 472-5522, or proud to support Hazen Athletics. And WGDH, WGDR Central Vermont Community Radio that keeps you locally tuned in. Tune in at 91.1 and 91.7. Listen live at WGDR.org. Lance Hall with the call. Lance McKenzie on camera. Michael on tech. Get ready to start the second quarter here. Hazen's last game, they're on a 3-game win streak. Last game, they beat Lake Region 63-39 the other night here. Montpelier comes in on a 2-game win streak. Their last game, they beat North Country 66-48. So we got a 3-game win streak going up against a 2-game win streak. Actually, I'm wrong. Lincoln Hill with a 3. I'm wrong. I was looking at my girls' notes. We're not on a 3-game win streak. I'll have to look it up. I'm not sure. I had the girls' game earlier, so I had my notes for them and then the notes for the boys right underneath. 3-pointer doesn't go for Montpelier, so I definitely know Montpelier's on a 2-game win streak. And we did win our last game over. Hazen answers back. Underneath Montpelier, nothing going. 21-17 your score. Lamarre. Nothing going, rebound. I missed the basket. I know we scored and I missed the basket, but I don't know who scored it. I would guess it was Jameson maybe.
I wasn't fast enough. I didn't see it either.
I was looking to try to read my notes to see who was winning who, so you don't want to look down in this game. This game is frenetic pace out here, as I like to say. Three-pointer off, rebound Hill. Lamarre comes up with it. Michaud underneath, man, they stack a lot of bodies right underneath the hoop. It's hard for us to get anything inside. Pass back, Prue. Wants to go inside, flips it over to the side. Three-pointer, Alex Weinstein for three. Coach Foster wants to take a timeout with 6:05 left to go here in the second. Hazen up 21-20. Now, speaking of stories and lineage, Coach Nick Foster from Montpelier. I worked with him for a little bit when I was at Farrell, and his father, Greg Foster, worked for Pepsi for eons. I've known Greg since probably 1985. I was talking to Nick before the game. He's retired now. His dad's retired now, living down in Florida, living a great life.
So when I said that you could tell any athlete's stats, their older sibling stats, their parents' occupation, and their grandparents' place of residence.
Yeah, I can do it with the opposing team sometimes too. Yeah, so I had a little catch up with Nick before the game, and good times.
What was the job at Pepsi?
He started out as a salesman. He ended up as like an area supervisor.
Nice.
He moved up the chain. At the end, he was like, I think just below Grand Poobah. But no, he'd been with Pepsi for a long, long time. Sullivan, district manager, maybe, I think was what he. Last I knew, he might have even moved up from there. Great guy, and Nick's a great guy too. Sterling Prue to Poor. Back on this side, Holloway. Weinstein. Here's Lamarre. Jameson Lamarre short. Rebound Prue. Pass over. Kobe got a hand in the face of Poor. Holloway back to Prue. It's Haley. Far side Holloway back. Drive. No shot for Weinstein. Referee Jeff Blanchard with the call. Foul called on Sullivan. That's his first with 5 minutes left to go in the first half. And the Cats up 23-20. Noah Foster getting ready to check in for Hazen. He does. Lincoln Hill's going to come out. Thought about taking the three, pulled it back down, drive inside, draws the foul. Winter Holloway, sophomore. Good on his first one. We're at Rossi and Anderson Hall getting ready to check in. Haley and Weinstein out. Second shot rattles in for Holloway. 4 points for the sophomore. Here's Foster. Dishes back, Michaud. Looking over for Kobe. Kobe up, doesn't get it to go. Ball batted around. Who's going to get it? It's going to go to Montpelier. Far side, Rossi. Pitches back. Short jumper. Holloway. Short jumper from inside. Puts Montpelier back up 24-23. Seesaw battle here at the Den today. Lamarre draws a foul. Saw the girls finish up their season at 17-2 this afternoon as they took care of the Harwood Highlanders. Lamarre short on his first one. So now we will get ready for girls playoff action. This coming week. Jameson, second shot, good. 9 points for Jameson Lamarre. Tied up score, 24-24, 4:12 left to go in the first half. Beautiful move, wow. Rossi. Sullivan tries to answer back, can't get it to go. Up comes Poor, up ahead. Prue off the glass. I've seen these guys do this before. It's like Nick says, okay, boys, step on the gas now. Lamarre answers back, though. Cats trail 2.
I'm shocked Lamarre kept his feet under him on that one.
And the way he hangs, it's just, his hang time is phenomenal.
He might have a tail.
Yeah, maybe. Stone Poor goes in, gets the shot and the foul. Foul called on Morgan. That's his first with 3:31 left to go here in the first half. Weinstein goes back in for Montpelier. Good on his free throw. Oh, nice pass. Foster over to Michaud. Beautiful feed. And Michaud and, trying to get the number there, Rossi get tied up. Sullivan and Kobe Smith out. 13 points for Stone Poor here in the first half. Rossi short on that one. Hill comes up with a rebound. Comes Lamarre. Jameson. He is a Porsche with no brakes.
I mean, I have to say, we've really seen some incredible athleticism from Jameson Lamarre this season.
We have. We have. Three-pointer. Doesn't go. Rebound Hill. Big rebound there. Cats trailing by 3. Lamarre loses his footing, gets it back to Foster. Foster comes up with it, taken away. Rossi read that. Great hustle play by Keegan Rossi. 2:35 left to go. Cats will inbounds by their bench, trailing by 3. There's Hill trying to go inside, hangs. I think he's been watching Jameson. Back over Holloway. Going in, there's Anderson Hall. Gets it to Rossi. Rossi. Back, taken away by Hill. Over to Michaud. Pulls up. Travel, they call him on a travel. He was trying to hold up. It was Alex Weinstein that was right there with him, and Morgan was trying to hold up, but he slid his feet. Three-pointer off the rim. 1:49 left. Cats trailing by 1. Lamarre moves inside. Blocking foul called on Caden Anderson Hall. It's going to send Lamarre to the line. Sterling Prue and Weston Jones getting ready to check in for Montpelier. Lamarre good on his first free throw. 14 points in the first half. Anderson, Hall, and Holloway come out for Montpelier. Ethan Gann in, and Morgan's going to come out. It was a third foul on Caden Anderson Hall. Lamarre. Jones pass back, looking in the middle for Weinstein. Back here, top of the key, there's Poor. Back over to Jones. That one doesn't go. Rebound Sullivan, Laflam. 1:10 left in the first half. Lamarre was on Prue cross court. Foster wants to go inside. I think he thought Ethan was going to stand back, but either way, Stone Poor makes a shot. I believe it was Aaron took the timeout with 55.3 left, and the Cats trailing by 1. It's World Whale Day, Card Reading Day, National Boiled Peanuts Day. You ever had boiled peanuts?
Yes, I love boiled peanuts.
You love boiled peanuts?
Yeah.
National Grain Free. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's a North Carolina thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
National Grain Free Day.
Huh.
National Sticky Bun Day.
Okay.
I like that.
Those are kind of opposite.
Red Sock Day. Single Tasking Day.
Like the only thing I can do today is broadcast basketball.
There we go. And also World Kombucha Day.
Oh, I love kombucha.
You like kombucha?
Yeah, I do.
I tried it. I never could develop a taste for it. And I mentioned the longest college basketball game where Niagara beat Siena 88-81 in 6 OTs. I still got to get to the other game. Next break, I'll get to that. You will be fascinated by this one, Michael. Foster, 3 from the corner, rattles out. Rebound by Jones. 35 seconds left in the half. Blocked down, Hill. Lamarre dribbles into a sea of green jerseys, dips under, somehow gets a shot off. Wow. Cats up 1, 20 seconds left. Here's Jones. Over to Poor. Far side. Looking to go inside off of Hazen. They were looking to go into Weinstein. 9.1 left on the clock. It's going to be Caden Haley on the inbounds. Coming around outside was Poor. Way back. Foster on him. 5 seconds. Three-pointer. Didn't roll. That's going to go off the top of the backboard. So that'll be out of bounds with 0.7 left. Lamarre throws one up. And way out. Almost. So at the end of the first half, it is Hazen up by a score of 34-33. Great battle here of basketball at the Den. You're watching live on HCTV Channel 1080 on your cable stream. World. Great action here at the Den. Lance Hall with the call for HCTV Channel 1080. Lance McKenzie on camera, Michael on tech. Second game of our doubleheader today. First doubleheader ever at the Den. We watched the girls have their senior day earlier, honored to 5 seniors. And won their game, closed out their regular season in fine fashion. Blocked away by Holloway. You don't see that happen often. So we will wait for the playoff brackets to come out tomorrow, see when the girls play. We know we're going to have at least one home game. Boys going to have 2 more games after this. Their senior night will be this coming Monday against Spalding. They'll close out their season the 26th down at U32. Tough road right now, and we are in 3rd place by mere percentage points in D3. So this is a game with huge points implications. Leading by 1 right now if we can come out of this with a win, but beating a D2 team would give us an extra point. Randolph in 1st, Winooski in 2nd, Windsor right behind us in 4th, so not a whole lot of room in the D3 standings. It is tight. Three-pointer, short. Hazen will get possession. Holloway stays back. Comes Michaud. Sullivan looking underneath for a moment. Gann out. Here's Lamarre. Lincoln Hill free for a 3. That's off the front of the rim. Sully had it, and there we're back. Lamarre back down underneath. Shot and the foul by Jameson Lamarre. Jameson will go to the line, looking to complete the 3-pointer the old-fashioned way. Lamarre off on his free throw again, almost had the rim. Oh, Michaud's going to get it. Lamarre's going to come back with it. Underneath, back, short shot, Jameson Lamarre. 23 points and a 5-point lead for Hazen. 6:18 left to go in the 3rd. Montpelier moving the ball around. Free over here in the corner. Sullivan got back fast on defense. I tell you, Sully is all over the place on defense tonight. He's got a hand in all these guys' faces. Rebound. We're gonna have a hold on Jameson. And second foul. 5:51 left to go in the 3rd. Montpelier underneath. Here's Poor. Swings it over. Haley back to Poor. Holloway. No, that's Haley. That is Haley. Okay. I don't dare to look down because I'm going to miss something to make sure I'm getting these guys' names right. Scrum underneath. Michaud comes up with it. Here's Jameson Lamarre. Going to say he had Sully open over here on the wing. Michaud going to travel in, pass back out. Hill, short jumper, doesn't go. Michaud underneath for the rebound, back up. Draws the foul. Foul called on Caden Haley, his first. It's going to send Michaud to the line shooting 2. Now, Michael, I alluded to this. In 1979, there was an Iowa girls high school basketball game. They played 4 scoreless quarters as Michaud makes his first free throw. The game was over after 4 overtimes. Final score, 4-2.
Ooh.
That's brutal.
That's brutal.
That is just brutal. A lot of defense. That was a defensive battle, you could say. And it's got to be true. I read about it on the internet.
And I'm not going to double check.
Safe to say that was not an ESPN instant classic. Here's Hill. Drive. High off the glass, doesn't go. Back underneath was Michaud. Couldn't get the rebound. That was Caden Haley coming down with it. Pass inside. Sterling Prue. Short jumper by Holloway. Doesn't fall. Hazen. Lamarre. That was a 2. 25 points for Jameson Lamarre. Scored a career-high 31 against Lake Region the other night. And I figured it out, Michael. We're on a 1-game win streak because we had lost to Randolph, then came back and beat Lake Region. So Hazen on a 1-game win streak. In and out. Gann with the rebound. Lamarre gets by Holloway. Holloway's playing him tight. Jameson inside, switches hands, throws it up. Draws the foul. Foul called on Winter Holloway. His second's going to send Jameson to the line with 3:44 left to go in the third. Cats up 41-33, but no lead is safe against Montpelier. I've seen these guys put up points fast. If I'm Coach Hill, I keep my foot on the gas the entire time. Anderson Hall and Rossi check in for Montpelier. Aaron sticking with his starters. Lamarre good on the second one. 27 now for Jameson. Michaud catches that one going out of bounds. Here's Lamarre. Jameson are double teaming him now. Here's Hill. Dishes off. Michaud goes inside, throws up a shot, doesn't go. Rebound, Rossi. Cats up 10. There's Rossi, nice dish underneath. Open for a 3 is Poor, doesn't go. Rebound, Anderson Hall. There's Rossi over to Poor. Back inside, Weinstein. Back outside, Anderson Hall. Poor to Rossi, top of the key, passing over. Anderson Hall got that one inside to Prue. Long 3 doesn't go for Poor. Sullivan back, Lincoln, Hill. Trying to get it to Lamarre. Prue's all over him. Underneath, Michaud draws a foul. Michaud off on that one. Michaud makes a second once. 2 points for Morgan, both from the line. Coach Hills, Aaron take a timeout, or did Nick? Thought I saw Aaron call one. Morgan's got 2 points, but I'll tell you, the man's a workhorse out there. I mean, this is where the scoring column isn't indicative of his play at all.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just the passing, the rebounds, the wreaking havoc underneath the hoop out there. You've got almost a yin and yang of it with Jameson with 27 points, doing all these circus acrobatic shots. And then you got Morgan out there just lunchbox in hand.
Well, it makes sense,
working.
right?
Yeah,
because
really
Morgan's got that functional strength.
Yeah.
And stays pretty grounded while Lamar's literally in the air.
He's like a gymnast in the air. It's unreal. 2:25 left. Cats up 11.
I mean, I have to say, I mean, the boys' season has been really strong. So has the girls' season.
Yeah. We've seen some great. These two teams are really girls and the boys. I mean, I was talking to Greg Titus, who is assistant coach for Harwood, who I've known for a while. I could tell you stories, but I'm not going to bore you with that. I used to bowl with him. He said, regardless of division, in his opinion, he thought Hazen was one of the top 3 teams in the state, regardless of division. And in talking to Nick, I asked him, what do you got coming up? You've won 5 in a row. Do you think you're going to make 6 there in D2? He says, I don't know. He's like, we got a tough game today. Total respect for us. And he said that the team in D2 right now, he mentioned Lamoille, who we split games with, and Hartford, who, of course, we won't play, but he says they're undefeated. He said they're the real deal. That's down near White River Junction. Michaud doesn't get it to go. Back underneath. Weinstein comes up with it. Back to Rossi. But yeah, this has been a season for the ages on both sides, girls and boys here at Hazen. Underneath, Weinstein was open. Turn around. Tried the skyhook. The old Kareem Abdul-Jabbar skyhook. I love it. Lamarre back. Here's Hill. Hands off. Sullivan. Going around inside. Little dipsy-do off the glass. Sullivan Laflam. 8 points for Sully. Sully's another one. He'll show up big in the scoring column every once in a while, but he's had a hand in one of the Montpelier shooters' faces all game long. I saw him down here switching off guys. Just unbelievable. Here we go over. Sullivan. Couldn't complete that one. Got a little bit ahead of himself. Anderson Hall comes up with it over on the far side. Rossi underneath, off the glass, doesn't go. Rebound. Michaud says, Ethan, get out of my way. I'm coming up court. Hill, drop pass inside. Michaud draws the foul.
I don't know if you feel this way, Lance, but I think this season for the boys, I've seen a lot of players with a lot of special skills or specialized skills, but they're all playing very well together. There's no crutch player.
No. They function, as a complete team unit. Weinstein on the foul. That's his second. That puts the Cats in the bonus with 36.7 left in the quarter. So, Michaud. Off on his first one to shoot one more. Doesn't get that one. Weinstein rebound. 35 seconds left to go in the third. Sullivan intercepts the pass. Up. Doesn't go. We have a foul on Lamarre. That's his third. Noah Foster's going to check in. Jameson right now with 27 unofficial. Noah Foster goes in. 12 seconds. Rossi back. Poor. 3 seconds. 2. Gonna have to throw up a shot. Sullivan right there. Once again, Laflam right there, hand in his face. So at the end of 3, Cats have extended their lead. I have Montpelier not scoring. It was 34-33 at the end of the first. At the end of the first half. We shut them down. Wow. Defense. You are watching live on HCTV Channel 1080 on a cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. You can read about this game in the next edition of the Hunter Gazette, your community-owned newspaper. Catch up on any Hazen sports action you missed on our YouTube page, Games Post next day. Sponsors for today, Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, gmtcc.lsd.org. Jumpstart your future. The Village Restaurant, 472-5701, open daily, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Burdock Acres, 274-9237, a locally owned cut flower farm and full-service florist. Find them on the web at www.burdockacres.com. Hardwick House of Pizza, 472-3380. Calderwood Insurance, www.calderwoodins.com, offering you outstanding service and protection since 1979. Buffalo Mountain Power Sports, 472-5522, or Proud Sport Hazen Athletics. And WGDH, WGDR, Central Vermont Community Radio that keeps you locally tuned in. Tune in at 91.1 and 91.7, or listen live at WGDR.org. So, Hazen defense held the Solons scoreless in the third. While putting up 12 of their own. And Solons still can't buy a hoop. Sullivan inside off the glass, can't complete it. Michaud, rebound back out. Hill, long three, in and out. Battle underneath, Weinstein comes up with it. Holloway. Sullivan down with it. Here's Hill. Sullivan lost the handle. Turnover. This is no time to get complacent. Like I say, I've seen Montpelier put points up on the, talk about a Porsche with no brakes when these guys get rolling. It's going to be Haley on the inbounds from Montpelier underneath her own hoop. 7:04 left to go in the game. Right to Sullivan. Here's Foster. Noah Foster. He's a freshman. First points of the game. Cats up by 15. Underneath. Stone Pour goes down. He'll be back up. Foul called on Lincoln Hill. That's his first with 6:39 left to go in the ball game. Stone Pour at the line. Right now, Montpelier looking for their first points of the second half. The drought has been broken. Stone Pour with a free throw. Lamarre back in. Jameson come in. Sullivan's going to come out, man. Yeoman's work by Sullivan Laflam today. Pour good on a second free throw. Solons press. Cats run their press break. Here's Lamarre, gonna go inside, throw up a shot, nothing called. Weinstein comes down with it. Nice pass inside. I believe that was Sterling Prue, and now we got a steal. Doesn't drop. Michaud comes down with it. We're going to have a foul.
Nice shake off by Morgan.
Yeah. Foul called on Winter Holloway, but just like that, scores 48-37. Here's Hill. Michaud, hands off. Hill, inside, back outside. Foster. Noah Foster with the three. Clutch points from Foster coming off the bench. In and out for Holloway. Travel called.
Who traveled?
I thought they called a travel, but maybe they called a foul. No, Sully's not in, so I don't know. Lamarre. Jameson Lamarre. Pour over here on the near side to Haley. Holloway, there's a long three taken by Pour. Yeah, he took that one from the parking lot. Foul called on Hazen. Well, I guess there's no foul. I don't really know what the call was, but Montpelier's going to come up with the ball. Sullivan getting ready to check back in. Three-pointer off the front of the rim by Haley. Foul called on Haley, his second. Michaud, double team. Back over. Wow, these guys close fast. Again, back to Sullivan. Over in the corner. Hill open for the three. Lincoln Hill. His first points of the second half. Gives him 12 on the game. 16-point lead. Cats have built it back up again now with 4:25 left to go in the game. Cats create the turnover. Here's Lamarre underneath. Scoop up. Jameson Lamarre. I have him unofficially with 31. I missed the hoop early in the first. I gave it to him because I assumed it was him. But if it's truly 31, he's matched his career high. Poor. Which he achieved last game against Lake Region. Turn around, Weinstein, drop pass, wide open underneath. Caden Haley, his first points of the second half. Gives him 5 on the game. Hill pass inside, Sullivan back out. Lamar's gonna take a three. Short, Weinstein gets the tip. Up ahead, Poor, tries to go inside, loses the handle, tries to get it back. Poor draws the foul. I think it's going to be either Lincoln or Ethan. They call it on Morgan? Okay. Stone Poor good on his first free throw. .21 unofficial for Stone Poor in this game. Rossi and Holloway out for Montpelier. Short. Rebound Hazen, Gann. And Coach Hill took a timeout. Ethan was kind of lost out there. Ethan's not really a dribbler. On that part of the floor, at least. Oh, let's see, Michael. What do I have here? In 1878, the world's first phone book published on this day in New Haven, Connecticut.
All right.
Bad Company, Runner with a Pack, released. It's Jennifer Love Hewitt's birthday. In 1970, the Jackson 5 made their TV debut on American Bandstand. And on this day in 1977 at the Nassau Coliseum backstage, I'm assuming this is before they went on stage, the members of KISS had a registered nurse come in and drew blood out of their arms to put into the vat of red ink that went into the KISS comic. Don't I wish I still had that comic now?
Man, that's wild.
I had it. Those guys thought of everything when it came to marketing and publicity. Underneath, Michaud couldn't quite catch it, tries to go back in. 3 minutes left in the ballgame. Cats up 58-43. Drew Lamarre up. Underneath over here, Rossi's going to take a three. Doesn't go. Rebound, Hill. Michaud. Cross court. And Aaron's going to take another timeout with 2:24 left to go in the ball game. I think that's all I got. That's all I got. Well, let's talk basketball. Let's talk, the boys. I mean, 2:24, 58-43, but I don't believe any lead is safe.
Yeah, don't say it.
No lead is safe against Montpelier, so there's still a lot of time left. What I will say is we'll have senior night for the boys. We'll be celebrating Ethan, Sullivan, and Morgan on Monday night, the seniors. We celebrated the 5 seniors for the girls team. I'm going to try and remember. We had Isabel, Ella, Ari, Julia, Sadie. Celebrated them earlier today. There's Sullivan. Back out, Michaud. Trying to get it to Sully, man. He's double teamed. 2:06 left to go in the ball game. Inside, Lamarre. He drew Anderson Hall up. Lamarre free throw. Good. Good on his second.
Is that a career high?
I'm not sure about the one basket that I didn't see. Right now I've got him with 33, which would be if that basket I credit him with was indeed made by him. I wish I knew. I will find out, and we'll let everybody know on Monday. But Jameson Lamarre has definitely had a game for the ages here on offense. Lincoln Hill with 12. Sullivan, Laflam, and Morgan Michaud with a lot of hard work on rebounds and passing and defense. Ethan's played well. Foster off the bench with 5. Great team effort to take on a very talented Division II Montpelier squad. Once again, these guys 5 times, 5 in a row now, Division II state champions. One minute left in the game. Going to count the shot and give him.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
right.
he was 2 steps away. I don't know. Blanchard right there with a call.
I think Coach Hill was surprised by that too. See it in his face?
Yeah, I am. Nick's not giving him a whole lot of reaction down here, but he's talking to Blanchard a little bit. Hill completes the 3-pointer. Lamarre with the kick. 50.4 left. Cats up 20. Michaud with the turnover up ahead. Lamarre. Jameson Lamarre. Thought Sully picked him clean. Woodward blows his whistle.
Understandably, there has not been a whole lot of spirit from the Hazen Spirit section.
Yeah. Yeah, they're kind of just having a good time. Well, they're tired.
They played a
game earlier.
A great game earlier.
They did. They did. Played well. So Hazen will push its record to 14-4, but most importantly, pick up an extra point by knocking off a D2 team. So we'll see how that all shakes down come Monday. I don't know if Randolph or Winooski played whenever, and we're going to wind things down. And that's going to take care of things here. Doubleheader action at the Den. First ever historic day as both teams come out with victories. The girls beat Harwood, and the boys with a great victory once again over a tough, talented Montpelier squad. 65-43 is your final. Lance Hall with the call for HCTV. Michael on tech. Lance McKenzie on camera. We'll be back Monday for the girls' senior night. And once again, I'd take a moment and just thank Michael, you, Lance, the board, everybody. I'm going to keep it in the box for now for a memorable girls' halftime. 10 years, it's gone by in the blink of an eye. But I am truly going to go home and I'm going to throw this Rush album on my turntable, and I'm going to live every moment and love every day.
Well, you don't get the last word today, Lance, because if there's anyone